It is me, the TheMCMaster, and today I am back with another mod review after a really long time. I'm sorry, I just haven't had the time to record, but I have found some time to record. So everything should be really nice now. So let's get right into it. Today I'm doing the Archimedes Ships Mod. It's a really cool mod that I found, and I really like it. It allows you to create your own little boats, as you may have saw, like that. It's my hot air balloon. So I'm going to show you the crafting recipes. So first, what we're going to need is the ship marker. And to craft this, you need 4 oak planks in the corners, 4 sticks on the top, the bottom, and the left and right, and an iron ingot in the middle. And that'll create your ship marker, which is basically what you use to create the ship. Next thing that you need is a floater. And to craft that, you need oak wood, or I think it's oak wood. And this is shapeless, and it's a piece of wool, and I'll give you floater. Really doesn't really do anything except for crafting, and makes the boat not sink as much when it's in the water, if your boat's like really heavy, if it has a lot of blocks on it. So, the shore buffer. This thing will never ever attach to a boat under any circumstances. So it's basically if you want to build a dock, and you don't want your boat to steal the dock and like take it as part of the boat, you can use the shore buffer. To create this, you take a floater and an ink sac. Pretty easy. Next thing is the air balloon. And you can craft that with a piece of wool and a string. And it has different colors, which I'll show you right now. Here we go. So we got white, we got orange, that's like a purplish, light blue, yellow, light green, I think that's light pink, gray, sort of silver, cyan, no, that was like light purple, now it's purple, blue or dark purple, brown, green, pink, and black. And what you do is you just use different colors of wool in placement of just normal wool. So on to the next stubs. So we got the passenger seat. So if you're using this on your multiplayer server, you can build a passenger seat, and then you can have your friends ride with you. And the engine, I looked on the forum, and I could not find anything about the engine. I looked everywhere. It doesn't really have a crafting recipe. I looked, and I could not find anything about the engine. But my only guess is that when you put it on your boat, it'll make it go faster. That's my only guess to what this thing does. So next we have the measurement gauges. And as you can see, there's 2. One that looks kind of different than this one. I'll get into their differences once I start showing you the boats. So the first one to craft is the normal boat measurement gauge, which is 2 glass panes, 2 gold ingots, 2 iron ingots, and a redstone in the middle. And it does not matter where you put the gold. You can flip-flop them with the iron, just as long as they're in the like crafting sort of thing they're in right now. So like iron, gold, it could be gold, iron. And next is the flight measurement gauges, which is just the same recipe, except it's got 2 glass panes in the bottom corners now. So those are all the crafting recipes, and I'd better go get into my boat. So I built a nice little dock with the shore buffers, and I got my engine. One thing that I know that this mod does is that it'll like make stuff go like really weird. Like I had a trap door on it for a door, and then it like would connect to a block that wasn't even there. The only thing I do know that does work without flip-flopping is this fence gate. So yeah, this fence gate is really nice because it doesn't flip-flop. And so yeah, we can shut that and we can go right into it. So we got my measurement gauges, I got a chest, we got this. So basically what you do is this is the ship marker, and you right click on it, and then you'll get in it. And as you can see, I'm in the boat now, and I can move around using the W, A, and D. So I'm moving around. There's a lily pad up there. I can't go through lily pads. So I can just drive around. Hopefully I can avoid that lily pad. And what? So what these, let me get into the measurement gauges. What the measurement gauges do is the blue one shows you how fast you're going. So if I move forward, it'll start to move a bit. And the red and white one is basically like a compass. It shows you where, oh god, I'm lagging. It shows you where spawn is, like where spawn is. Where your spawn is. It's a compass basically. And I am going to try to back up onto my dock if I can find it. Here it is. Apparently we seem to have not taken some of the blocks with us. So it doesn't accept corners. You have to get the blocks like directly on you for it to actually work. So just left shift and then it recompiles the ship and we're back. So I'm not exactly sure what happened right there. Probably because it wasn't completely connected. It just didn't come. That's fine. I can connect it just by doing this. By putting some wood over this glass. There we go. Now it's connected. Another thing you can do is, you may have saw I have my chest in here. What you can do is, even though the ship enters entity mode, I can still store some stuff in there. Like I can put a couple redstone, a redstone hopper apparently. A block of redstone. I have no idea why I'm grabbing redstone stuff. It's just I was there. Yeah, so then I can recompile the ship and we can drive away. And I'll decompile it somewhere else. You can see that my items are still in here. Then I can back up. I kind of decompiled off angle, but oh well. And my items are still in here. So, yeah, that's a really nice feature. So, if you don't want to, you can take your stuff with you if you don't want to lose it or leave it at the house. Stuff like that. Okay, so now we got my hot air balloon, which is a really, really cool feature, as you can fly. So, by default command, by default in the config file, your hot air balloon or, or balloon event or ship that's gonna fly needs to have 40% of it being an air balloon, and I'm hoping that my balloon is big enough to fly. So first I'm gonna go over the measurement gauges. So we got the two top ones, forward and backward speed and the compass, but you may be wondering, what's this yellow one and this other blue one? The blue one, this blue one that I'm looking at right now, this one shows you how fast you're going up and how fast you're going down. And this one shows you your coordinates in up and down. I think the big one is like 1 block and the small one is like 10 block per rotation. Something like that. So, by default, the controls to go up, I've forgotten because I just have mine set to the arrow keys. I do know that C breaks the ship. I think it may be G and V to go up and down. I forgot. Excuse me. So, hopefully this thing's fly. Yes, it does! It flies! So you can see that the yellow one and the other blue one are now moving. So I'm up in the air. I don't know if you've ever watched the Doctor Who episode about the TARDIS, the tethered aerial release developed in style. I don't know if you've ever watched Doctor Who. If you should, I really recommend it. It's a really good show, and I just accidentally dismounted this. But it's the 12th Doctor flying the TARDIS, the tethered aerial release developed in style. I won't spoil anything except for the TARDIS part, but go watch that series. It is a really, really good one. Alright? And if you see that cobblestone thing that was for a mod review I'm planning in the future, do not even pay attention to that. Yep, so we're just flying around in this. And that is really all. So I hope you enjoyed this mod review. Comment or subscribe or favorite or like, I don't care. Just do something to make it so that I can do more mod reviews. Anything like that, I would love it. And as always, goodbye YouTube.